Edwin Barrington, Chairman of the Illinois State Dental Society Annual Session. I'm pleased to have this opportunity to congratulate the Dental Society on the observance of its 125th anniversary and to welcome you to this glimpse of our past. A man named Joseph Anderson once said, "There is nothing that solidifies and strengthens a nation like the reading of the nation's own history. For our purposes, there's nothing that solidifies and strengthens a society like the reviewing of our own history." I invite you to join me now as our heritage is showcased for the purpose of renewing our solidarity and strength.
It was July 24th in 1865 when 49 dentists gathered together in Chicago to form the Illinois State Dental Society. At that time, this man, Dr. Adam Clark Van Sant, was elected the first president of the society. Organization of the society occurred to defend the dental profession against the Cummings patent, named for the inventor who pioneered the use of vulcanized rubber as a denture base. The purpose quickly expanded to include issues such as the licensing of practitioners, dental health education for the public, and the abolishment of the practice of illegal dentistry. Since its inception, the society has been a leader in defining important dental issues.
I'm Art Degoni, President of the American Dental Association. The American Dental Association was only 6 years old when the Illinois State Dental Society was formed. Only 8 other dental societies preceded the Illinois Society, and most did not last. Because of this, the Illinois Society is often looked at and looked to as a big brother. I congratulate you on the observance of your 125th anniversary. I congratulate the members on their significant and meaningful contributions to our profession.
It wasn't long after the formation of the society before the need for a dental law in Illinois became apparent. A committee was appointed in 1870 to draft a dental law bill, which began an 11-year legislative campaign. Finally, in 1881, Illinois became the 14th state to pass a Dental Practice Act.
I never cease to be amazed at the perseverance and foresight displayed by our dental ancestors in fighting for the passage of a formal dental law in Illinois. The law prohibited the practice of dentistry by anyone who did not have a diploma from a reputable dental college. Those that had a diploma did not have to take an examination. In addition, those with medical degrees from reputable medical colleges were also allowed to practice dentistry. The law has changed since 1881, but the importance of education and a commitment to excellence has not. These issues remain an essential part of the Illinois State Dental Society.
The development of laws tends to create lawbreakers. Unfortunately, the dental field is not immune to charlatans, and in the early 1900s, it was discovered that several dental schools were actually nothing more than diploma mills. The German-American Dental College, headed by Dr. Fritz W. Huxman, was one such school. Licensing examinations for this school's graduates took place in the dean's office. School graduates had access to a full dental library, as well as a handsomely paid interpreter, whose job it was to help with the answers. The Dental Society wisely chose to lend support to the prosecution of fraudulent schools, and it wasn't long before Dr. Huxman and others like him were out of business. Just prior to the Huxman scandal, the Illinois State Dental Society's first executive council was formed. Consisting of 12 seats, the council was created to handle routine dental society business.
Government for the people and by the people. This is one of the oldest principles of America and of the Dental Society. Everyone has the opportunity to be represented and involved. That means this society is your society. You make it what it is. Together, our goals and standards form standards of the Illinois State Dental Society. When we look at 105 years of service and progress, we're looking at our forefathers' progress. Today, we're actually beginning the next 125 years of progress.
Dental health education of the public has always been an important part of ISDS. In 1877, 9,000 copies of a pamphlet entitled Our Teeth, a Familiar Treatise, were sold to members. The booklet was later updated and the title was changed to The Care of the Mouth. 12,000 additional copies were sold. At that same time, a speakers bureau was established to make presentations to school children and other lay groups, and a series of newspaper articles was prepared. Members were invited to send $1.50, for which the society would send the articles for publication to designated newspapers.
From the very beginning, the Illinois State Dental Society has been in charge of a very powerful commodity, information. We use information to educate the public, influence the legislature, communicate with members, and develop new programs. In January 1905, information led to the Society Bulletin. The led to the establishment of the Illinois Dental Journal in 1931. Today, information is still our most precious resource as the society continues its fight against illegal dentistry while accepting the challenge of educating the public regarding proper care of the teeth. As the amount of information we have changes, so does our effectiveness. It's information that will help us progress as we reach to the future.
The future of organized dentistry was nothing more than a dream at the time ISDS was founded. The society annually since its inception, however, and that has turned the dream into reality. Thousands of dentists have been touched by the spirit of the society, despite the fact that its work has been interrupted by changes in society, economic influences, and wars.
The 1945 annual session was actually the annual session that almost wasn't, due to the wartime ban on conventions of more than 50 people. The meeting was postponed. One-day business meeting was held of the Executive Council instead. When the ban was released, the meeting was rescheduled and the Dental Society was able to continue to conduct its business. That year, one of the most pressing issues was to make it easy as possible for the returning veteran to resume the normal practice of dentistry.
The Dental Society is always focused on making sure that only those with proper training were allowed to work unsupervised with a patient. In 1955, the issue of denturism began to haunt the industry. The issue has yet to be resolved.
Over 100 years ago, Dr. G.H. Cushing aptly addressed the issue of repetitiveness in the types of issues dental practitioners face. Dr. Cushing said, "Men sometimes say that they are sick of these repeated discussions of dental education, usually going over much of the same ground and bringing forward similar ideas year after year. But gentlemen, we must not get tired of it. More often than not, the legislative battles we face year after year are the same. Our position on those issues rarely changes because our concern is for the health of the public and the good of the industry. Regarding the repetitiveness of our battles, I echo Dr. Cushing. We must not get tired of it."
Advancement in dental care over the years has changed from being restorative to preventive, which greatly affects today's practice. The cost of dental school can be prohibitive. Establishing a practice has a high price. The threat of malpractice is overwhelming, and the issue of waste management and disposal further complicates the practice of dentistry. Despite this, Illinois is producing active and enthusiastic practitioners.
It's true there's a lot confronting dentists today, but every professional, whether in the health field or not, has special challenges related to his or her chosen career. Being a part of organized dentistry makes facing these issues easier because we know we have the society supporting us. It's surprising that established practitioners care about those entering the field, but the attitude seems to be that the society succeeds when an individual member succeeds.
Over the years, the auxiliary to the Illinois State Dental Society has contributed to the success of the society and its programs. The auxiliary's activities range from participation in dental health education programs to lobbying and legislative support. Although the object of the auxiliary is to assist the Dental Society in its purpose of encouraging the improvement of the health of the public, the group's contribution has greatly exceeded its main objective.
There's no question that supporting dental health education is one of the auxiliary's most important functions. We're constantly on the lookout for other opportunities, though, ways that we can help support the entire dental profession, whether it's lobbying at the Capitol, supporting LICID, conducting sugarless days, or assisting at the State Fair Smile Contest. We see our role as being an important supplement in the Illinois State Dental Society's daily activities.
Daily activities are diverse at the Dental Society office in Springfield. The Illinois Dental Journal editorial staff may be writing one day and editing and revising the next. The Director of Legislation may be lobbying at the Capitol, while the Executive Director and Director of Member Services meet regarding a new society program. And chances are that while this is going on, the Director of Dental Care is handling an insurance question or coordinating a peer review case.
The Dental Society's programs are numerous and the focus broad, ranging from relief opportunities to legislative support.
For instance, there's the Paul Klopper Memorial Foundation, which provides funds to dental students for education and research, to members for continuing education, and for special projects that improve and promote dental health and better the profession as a whole. In addition, the foundation supports the Concerned Dentist program, which focuses on substance abuse intervention. And there's also the William J. Greek Leadership Award, designed to recognize outstanding young dentists.
Another program is LICID, the Legislative Interest Committee of Illinois Dentists, which is one of the oldest political action committees in dentistry. Over 2,100 dentists in Illinois are LICID members. There is also the 99 Club for LICID members. Those are willing to contribute additional dollars toward strong legislative programs. These are practitioners that are concerned about the future and are willing to make a difference.
Finally, there's the ISDS Relief Fund, which assists members of the dental profession and their dependents with financial assistance for emergency needs or living expenses. Grants are initially awarded for a 6-month period, but can be renewed a year at a time.
These are just a few of the many programs offered by the Dental Society. Some say organized dentistry just doesn't offer enough to interest them. I say they just haven't looked far enough.
A look at the history of the Illinois State Dental Society would not be complete without mentioning Dr. Green Vardaman Black. Born in 1836 in Scott County, Dr. Black's interest in scientific pursuits began early in life. He was encouraged by his mother, and to her, the Dental Society owes a debt of gratitude for producing the father of modern dentistry.
They say that the greatest use of life is to spend it for something that will outlast it. G.V. Black certainly subscribed to this philosophy, although I wonder if he ever knew just how much of an impact he'd have on dentistry. With over 500 books, reports, and discussion papers to his name, many of which he illustrated himself, Dr. Black was one of the most prolific dental contributors. He's also one of the most respected. His credits include advancements in the use of gold foil, a stint as president of ISDS, and later as president of the Illinois State Board of Dental Examiners, and an 18-year term as dean of the Northwestern University Dental School. While his accomplishments were monumental, what's important is that his desire to further the profession be recognized and adopted by the members of today's dental society.
While a look at the past reinforces our commitment to established goals and ideals, a look at the future is necessary to reaffirm all that has brought us to this day and time. Much has yet to be accomplished. Dental care still needs to be taught to the masses, and the public health still needs to be protected. The Society's chore is unending, but with continued commitment, its members will rise to the occasion for many years to come.
As we look to the future, it's important to remember our past. We've grown from a society of 49 dentists to a membership of over 6,000. Our impact on society has increased as our numbers have increased, and there's no doubt we'll continue to play an important role in protecting the public health as well as the future of our profession as caregivers. At the Golden Jubilee Banquet in 1914, our first president, Dr. Adam Clark Van Sant, stated, "I hope this organization may long endure, with ever-increasing influence for the good of humanity. It will endure if brotherly love holds sway and the principles of justice are ever kept in view. Nothing can long endure that is not founded upon the principles of justice and goodwill to man." And to that I say, amen.